Hey, how you doing? Welcome to the Started in the 80s channel, where we're going to have a mixture of retro game stuff, modern games, a little bit of like Fortnite, maybe some car stuff, some RC car stuff. I've really got to see, where the content ends up going and what you guys seem to like. So the premise of this is I got my kids a mini gaming PC for Christmas so they can play their Roblox on and maybe some Fortnite. It's like a mid-level gaming PC, and I'll show it to you. It's already upstairs in their room, but it's the Origimagic Aurora Series mini PC. Part of this whole mini PC build stuff was, here I'll show you the box. For this mini PC build stuff was, I wanted to get with modern times and start using AI and stuff, and this is pretty much like a Copilot build. I discussed it with Copilot and see what they thought was a good idea, and they said that this was a pretty decent PC. It's got the AMD Ryzen 7 7840HS. It's got 32 gigs of RAM, 1 terabyte solid state drive. It's been a pretty decent PC. Me and the kids been kind of tinkering with it over the last week or so, and it plays games pretty good. It plays Roblox at like 200 FPS on like the best resolution modes and stuff, and Fortnite in like the mid-range mode at like up to like 160 FPS. I've seen 180 here and there, but it's pretty strong setup. So this post today is going to be more about upgrading the unit. My brother got me this for Christmas. This is a Minisforum Deg1. It's a GPU dock for Oculink. That mini PC has the Oculink setup. And Copilot tells me that's going to be one heck of a setup to build it this way. Then I was kind of looking for a video card, and I ran across a deal on the AMD Radeon RX7900XT with 20 gigabytes of RAM. Micro Center ran at end of the year sale on the last day of the year, where you got this thing for a pretty hefty discount. It says that on the box, I don't know when they put the sticker on, it says $759. I got it for a little over $5. And everyone says that online that this is still, even though it's like a 2 years old model, it's a really great GPU. And I don't know, I'm willing to test it out. I haven't been into computers for a long time. I used to build them when I was like 16. I started building them in high school and into my early 20s, and by the name of this page started in the 80s. You're gonna know that I'm a little over 40. So me and Copilot talked to her. They think that this is going to, so we're going to see how good AI is, and they think that this card will work great with this dock on that PC. They also, gave me a few options on trying to pair it up with a power supply, and they came up with this one, the Auotac 1000 watt. It's like a multi, and I think you can use it for a bunch of different cases and stuff. So we'll see how that works out. I've never built one of these before. There's a few videos online, a little vague. I figured I could do a more detailed video as my first video to set the premise for the page. So pretty much my kids got this mini PC for Christmas. It works good. We got like an Amazon monitor and stuff. I think the mini PC, this one, normally it's up there for like $500 or $600. I had found it on Black Friday. I think I got it for like $429, which is fairly cheap for a mini PC of that power. I feel, because I was looking for a while, and I got them like an Amazon monitor, like 240 hertz or something. So we're gonna see how all this works out. Copilot says it'll be a pretty stellar setup. So maybe we'll do some online streaming of like Fortnite, maybe some retro games. I was just gonna build this in front of you guys so you guys see how easy it is to put an eGPU on your mini PC. Well, pretty much it, you know, nice little unit here. It's got the Oculink port. It's got, for the two different power supplies, the ATX and the SFX. You know, it's got where power cables go to PCI slot. It's got some rubber feet on them. Very solid built. Not cheap plastic. I mean, there is some plastic on there, but when you pick it up, you're like, oh, this is pretty solid. So I'm gonna get rid of this box here. Take everything out. Comes with the Oculink cable. Comes with a support bracket for the GPU and some thumb screws. And you know, you could also use a screwdriver with them. I just have some basic tools out that I think I may or may not need. A little electric screwdriver, a little cheapy screwdriver, because I know not everyone has great tools, so I found the cheapest of the cheap to bring out. Needle nose pliers, just in case. A pair of like wire cutters, some wire ties, and maybe some bits for the electric screwdriver. So we're going to save the graphics card to last. We'll put that aside. And I haven't even checked into the box of the power supply yet, but supposedly this is the one that they said I'll have more than enough power for that GPU. So we'll get it all out there. You know, you guys get to see the unboxing. They say it comes with a ton of cables. Man, they aren't lying. There's a whole box of cables here. So I think it's for every setup. Pretty much you could even use that for. Yeah, I think that also, like, the power supply lights up and stuff, does a bunch of cool things. You know, kids will like it. And this thing will be more than enough for anything they ever probably need it for. Copilot says that it'll play, with all this setup, it'll play games like Fortnite, you know, probably in the 200 FPS mode. So, you know, unboxing this power supply looks nice. You know, it's got a silent mode, and it's got lighting mode, and then it's got the on and off power. You know, it's pretty cool. It's got a little extra details to it. Let's get into these wires here. Copilot tells me, you know, try to route the wires as nice as possible. Don't bend the Oculink wire when you're hooking it up to your PC. Now, I'm not going to be hooking it up to the PC in this video. I'm going to more so, you know, put it on the dock, get it all figured out, and see how everything looks and feels. So pretty much, it tells you if it's an ATX power supply, it goes in these holes, and if it's, you know, an SFX power supply, goes in them holes. So it's pretty much a cut and dry setup. There you go, get some thumb screws out. See what we could do here. Just line it up with the holes. You know, I'm not going to be zooming in or anything. If you know, you should be able to get it in the hole and secure this fairly easy on your own. So this power supply, like I said, works with the ATX, and the holes do line up beautifully, it looks like, which is very nice that they do. And I'll just use the chintzy screwdriver. I'll flip it over to a flathead and try to get this mounted in here nice and tight. And the next video will be when it's all hooked up and everything to test it out. This is more so along the line, just show you how easy it is to build one of these eGPU docks. So I'm going to put these cables aside over here for right now. I mean, this is the power supply power wire, so that's pretty simple. So I think the next thing to do is unbox this nice graphics card. We'll put this aside right here. We'll unbox this. I did open this once just to see, you know, make sure everything was in there, because it's the most expensive thing on this table, pretty much. So it's all in there, and it's a beautiful piece. So we'll see how it all fits together. That power supply went on there with like ease. Oh, and it's got like a nice little rubber matting for under the power supply for vibration and stuff, which I think that's huge. I don't know if I mentioned the price. The Minisforum dock, the Degree 1, is about $100. This power supply is roughly about $100 on Amazon. I'll post links up and stuff so people can see how it actually is. There's not much in this box, just a graphics card. That's about it. So it's simple enough. Just a simple graphics card in a box. They don't give you any wires, nothing. You just want to be kind of delicate with this, not to drop it. You get it out this bag. It's got nice 3 fans. You want to make sure the fans spin smoothly. It's got the power. It's got the connection for the power supply. It's got the PCI slot. Put this down for 1 second. Get this big box out the way. Because why do we need it at this point? All right. So then we got bring the Minisforum dock back over to degree 1. Pick up our nice, beautiful graphics card. And we're gonna lay it in there. We're gonna make sure it lines up really good. It does line up with the metal bracket in the front. And there we go. It was sat in there really, really easy. So they give you this bracket so it's not wobbly. I mean, because there is a little bit of wobble in it. And I saw people online saying, I don't know how to do, I don't know why my graphics card wobbles and stuff. Well, they give you the correct bracket for it. So the way the bracket seems to go is you mount it to that hole in the power supply. And it also has rubber feet on there, so none of the vibration transfers. So it lines perfectly up to that hole. Sorry, I have to bear with me. I wear this hand brace. I just had hand surgery a few months ago, and I'm still not where I should be. You know, so it's hard to do some of this fine detail stuff. And of course, I'm left-handed, so you know it makes it all that much more difficult. All right, so now with that slightly put on there, you know, just loose at first. You always want to test fit, do loose first until you get all your screws in. But it comes with all the thumb screws for that too. To support this dock, everything lines up beautifully. And I'm actually very impressed with how well everything's been lining up, and it's a very nice looking piece. I can't wait to see it all fired up and everything. It's got all types of ports in there. It's got the USB-C, it's got HDMI, it's got for the extra monitors, it's got 2 ports for that. So I mean, this graphics card is, you know, supposedly pretty good, even though it's about a 2-year-old model. They say it keeps up with most of the modern day graphic cards. All right, we're all lined up now, so let's just use our cheap little dollar store style screwdriver. I didn't want to bust out the nice ones in the garage. I would have liked to rather build this in the garage, but it's so cold out here in Pennsylvania right now. It's in the 20s and 30s a lot, so we're not going to heat up the whole garage just to build a graphics card dock. So, all right, so we are all together. We got a nice Minisforum Degree 1 with the AMD Radeon RX7900XT. Fits in there perfect. And then we got this, what is this? This Auotac 1000-watt power supply. I think it lights up and does all kinds of cool fancy things. All in there, very secure, nothing's wobbling. Very nice piece, I like it. So now, we're gonna turn it around this way and get the wires all figured out. Now they have this yellow dock. I'm pretty sure we had to figure out which pins we're gonna use and which kit. They have all types of stuff. But pretty much, depending on the graphics card and power supply you get, you're gonna use certain pins and everything. And it's been a while since I did any of this, but I'm thinking that it's always best to test fit everything first. But I'm pretty sure that this connector here will go in here. And then you know, I'm not unraveling it yet because it's a lot of wires, and I'm pretty sure this is the correct one that goes into the graphics card. I could be wrong, could be right. Who knows? It probably goes in that way. It's kind of hard to do all this in video and see how everything is. I mean, I haven't built anything in a long time, so I'm not even sure if this is which wire is correct or what's not. These are not correct. These are wires. It actually comes with cable ties on the power supplies. That's pretty cool. All right, I'm pretty sure this should be the right one. Maybe I just got it a little messed up or something. But I probably should have did this beforehand and then been able to go bang, 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 just plug everything in. But, you know, on this page, we like to be open and honest, and pretty much, what is this? Is 20. Okay, so it comes with this pin. We want to show you how it actually is to install, rather than, you know, that way anyone can do it. All right, so that big pin goes in, so that's good. And so we got one more CPU, PCI. So I'm assuming this goes in one here. Maybe it'll be a little easier if I just kind of give this thing some room here. So it's a little easier to set up. And also that. Alright, so that goes there for the power supply. And then I assume this goes in one of these two. Maybe not. Or maybe it's. I mean, these things are pretty, oh, that's what it is. It's for the motherboard, and then I need the one that goes in there. So pretty much here's where we're at right now with the first cable set up. So, and of course, you know, you don't want to have these all disgusting everywhere, so, you know, I was thinking wire tie them. But the 3 plugs go in for the, you got 2 for the motherboard, and it goes down here for the power of the motherboard to run this. So that's a good thing. All of them go in. So, I mean, for right now, I'm just gonna wire tie it right there. You know, and if we just decide what other wires we can wire tie them together. At this point, we just for the sake of keeping the wires plugged in, sturdy, and everything, we'll just do this like that. We'll clip this out. I'm not gonna be able to use this hand for that, so I'm gonna have to switch. I'm just holding it. A very old set of wire cutters, but they still kind of work. So as of right now, this is what we got. You know, we can move that around, whatever. It's a big lump of wires. We can pull some slightly out, rearrange, just so that way it's not just floating there. But there's nothing on this side with heat ventilation. It's all up here or here with the fans, or the fan over here, or the vents over here. So the wires won't really have anything to disturb. So that's a good thing. PCI. Here we go. PCI goes in over here. Now let's just open this up so we're not fighting like we were last time. And we'll try to get these all figured out. PCIe should go down here. I'll try to show you guys where these go. It's kind of hard. See which way goes where. I want to try to make the wires all, you know, one big setup, so it's like, but I just want to make sure everything plugs in before I do that. All right, so that plugs in there. So it goes into the CPU PCI port, like so. And then I would think that there would be another one somewhere in here. All right. Let's see what else we got here. PCIe. All right, so they got a few of these, so we should be good. Yeah, they give you so many cables. Jesus. They give you everything you need and then some. That's why it's like hard figuring out, because I just pulled out a lump of cables. I never even opened that dock and just to see, you know, what's what in there. I mean, I open up the dock and I open up the the graphics card, but I did not open up the power supply. I figured, you know. All right, so there's the other power. So I'm gonna try to route these kind of the same. It's just gonna be one big lump of wires because, you know, we're not cutting and splicing. You know, this isn't a car shrinking down wires or anything. It's just kind of getting it in there, and you know, they give you all these PCIe slots and everything. So, all right, you're all hooked up. This should be pretty much the final layout. They said it's a little annoying with all the cables they have, but you know, you're kind of just stuck with a lump of cables no matter what you do, because you can't put them anywhere in particular. But your best bet is to lump them all together, tie them in so they don't move anywhere, and clip the ends off. All right, so here we go. We have everything hooked up. So we got our fans, they all spin freely. It's on the dock, there's the power button. There's the wires, I hooked them all up, tied them all together real good. And there's the nice power supply. So all you'd have to do to hook this up to your mini PC at this point is grab your power cable for the power supply, and you'd hook it into here, and you can flip your switch, power it on. It's got silent mode and everything else, and then you need your Oculink cable. It comes with the dock. They tell you not to run this anywhere near the power cable when you're hooking it up. No harsh bends. So try to keep it away from everything else, and they give you a nice little cable that clips in really nicely into here, and there you go. It's all built, ready to go. Very beautiful thing. It's got a lot of weight to it, but you know, hopefully you can see all that, and hopefully you know, one more time we'll give you a rundown. The Minisforum dock. We got the AMD Radeon RX7900XT. Got the Auotac 1000-watt power supply. We did the cables really tight in there. They hook up to here, this power, and make sure it's pushed all the way down. It seems like it is. And then we got these PCI wires. They go in here. And we got the motherboard wires. And they all go in really easy. Really nice unit, actually. I'm very impressed with it. All right. So hopefully everyone liked the first video. Let me know what type of content you want me to continue on with, but this is going to be our gaming setup. We're going to power that bad boy with this bad boy mini PC and see how she does. Hopefully we get some good FPS on some epic settings and see how she does, and we'll do some streaming content on Twitch. We have Instagram, we have Facebook. I have a Discord, we have a YouTube channel. It's pretty much started in the 80s, or it's going to be started in the 80s. Now I'm here. We're still working on the 100% what name we're going to stick with, but I hope you guys stick with us. Have a great night. Take it easy.